will never concede. It doesn't happen.
The whole world was shocked by the chaos that happened in the Congress last week. And were you yourself surprised by the extent of the violence, especially when it was instigated, obviously, by Donald Trump?
First, I thought that it would be like just a normal protest to support Trump's idea. But I didn't expect that there would be some kind of intervention into the House or into the Capitol like that. So this was a surprise for everyone, I think, including myself, yes. Yes.
And how do you think of the mechanism of the Congress that it can handle the whole situation?
I never doubt that. I think the democracy in America is very strong. It has been through a lot of crises in the past, and this is one of the big crises, but not the heaviest one. I think they have passed, which things that have been more serious than that. And I think the separation of power system is good in a way that even though the government is not good, you still can run the country by the Congress. Right.
Yeah, but do you think the incident at Congress and the fact that Donald Trump still continue to reject the results of the presidential election, do you think these in any way have undermined the American people's faith in the country's democracy?
Yes and no. I think yes, if you look at it sufficiently, okay, in a sense that how would the general American would look at it, then you would say that this is to undermine the democracy. But if you look closely, you'll see that Trump was speaking to his own people, basically. Okay, he's not speaking to the whole American people. He's talking to his own people. And the message that he's trying to convey was that we are being cheated okay, by the leftists that try to rob our victory. And that's why to preserve democracy, we should all come together and help it get
Still fighting in the name of democracy.
Right, in the name. Whether that's true or not, that's another story, okay? But in the name of democracy. So therefore, I don't think that these people undermine democracy in a certain way. Of course, when they invade into the Capitol, that's breaking the law. Yeah. But I think they're in their mind. Remember, I think CNN interviewed some of the people. If you watch that, you'll see. They all say that I come here to protect democracy. I come here to protect this, to protect that. That's what they say.
But looking at the riot, probably world leaders were quite alarmed to see how chaotic it was at the Capitol. And how do you think of the domino effect of the violence happened at the Capitol of the US, and that may have domino effects on politics around the world?
Yes, of course. They're looking for the model, all right? And if they have this as a US as model, and you can interpret in many different ways. I mean, this is giving a good chance for something like this that can happen in another country for other different reasons. That may not be the same reason, but they would say that, look at it, in the US, they still can do this. Why can't we do this? Okay, it would be a model for revolutionaries in many countries, small countries, or many writers who see this as a good example and will bring that into their own society. Yes, I agree. That could be very possible.
And looking to the future, it must be quite a tough challenge for Joe Biden, who is going to be the next president, especially on the stance of the US with China and its foreign policy. What's your take?
Like I said, Biden cannot just cut everything, change the new thing, okay? That's impossible because number one, Biden realized that whatever crazy Trump did, it got 74 million supported. You cannot deny that, okay? Half of the country agreed to what Trump has done, okay? And in a way, it helped the economy of the US because China is very aggressively coming into the world economically. And it needs to be contained militarily and economically. And Biden knows about that. But the approach that Biden will do will be different from Trump. Trump would like to confront it, but Biden would be more diplomatic. And he would be soft, not soft in the sense of soft, but soft approach. use diplomatic, use traditional diplomacy, which will make it more stable. Okay, I think this will change, but to change back to the geopolitics before 2016, I don't think that's going to happen. I think that would be impractical, and Biden knows that.
So what about the future of outgoing President Donald Trump? Of course, I'm sure he'll be keeping a very close watch on Joe Biden.
Yes.
But the question is whether he will still be able to continue to make waves the way he has been doing.
Well, that depends on this couple of weeks, the reaction from people, what he did, all right, and what he was thinking. If he think that he could survive this, okay, survive this disaster, whatever he did, I believe he's going to be continuing to proceed whatever he has thought up, right? Even rerunning 2024, or have his eldest son running on his behalf. So I think it's a little bit too soon to give this answer right now. Wait until you see that Biden is coming in and see what happened with Trump, so whether he'll be sued or not, or what kind of damage that they can do to him, and then maybe we can analyze that.